Your mind is the most powerful weapon you have. But tell me, have you trained it? Most people strengthen their bodies, but their minds remain weak, unfocused, easily controlled. They react without thinking. They fall into fear. They become prisoners of their emotions. But there is a different way, a way so powerful, so effective, that it was kept from the world. This is the forbidden knowledge of mental mastery, the training that separates the ordinary from the unstoppable. What if you could sharpen your focus to a razor's edge, control your emotions with absolute precision, move through life with the calm, unshakable confidence of a true warrior? These are not tricks. These are not illusions. This is mastery of thought, of action, of self. But few will ever discover it. Few will ever dare to seek it. If you are ready to break free from mental limitations, to awaken a power within you that most will never understand, let's begin. Your mind is the most powerful weapon you have, but only if you know how to use it. Most people live their lives unaware of this power. They let their thoughts wander. They allow emotions to control them, and they never take command of their own thinking. But understand this: the mind, when trained, can make you unstoppable. When left untrained, it becomes your greatest enemy. Look around you. Everything you see, the buildings, the inventions, the great achievements of history, started as a single thought. The mind creates reality. It shapes your actions, your discipline, your success. But if your mind is filled with doubt, fear, and distractions, it will create failure instead. If you do not control your thoughts will control you. Most people believe strength comes from the body, from force, from power. But true strength begins in the mind. A warrior who trains only his body but neglects his mind will always lose. Why? Because a strong body without a strong mind is weak. But a powerful mind can overcome any obstacle, outthink any opponent, and push beyond any limit. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not luck. It is mental mastery. The weak mind quits when things get hard. The strong mind finds a way. The weak mind seeks comfort. The strong mind embraces challenge. The weak mind complains. The strong mind adapts. This is the power of mental training. This is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Most people never unlock the full potential of their minds because they do not believe in their own power. They let the world tell them what is possible. They accept limitations. But I tell you, your mind is limitless. The only limits are the ones you allow to exist. If you believe something is impossible, it will be. But if you believe you can, you will find a way. A well-trained mind is calm, sharp, and disciplined. It does not panic. It does not react in fear. It does not get distracted by things that do not matter. A strong mind is focused like a laser, cutting through doubts, staying locked on its goals. Imagine having this kind of mental control. Imagine moving through life with complete confidence, knowing that no obstacle can break you. Training your mind is not about intelligence. It is about discipline. Just as the body grows stronger through exercise, the mind grows stronger through focus, control, and practice. If you do not train your mind daily, it will remain weak. But if you push it, sharpen it, and challenge it, it will become the most powerful force in your life. Most people live in chains, not physical ones, but mental ones. These chains are built from fear, doubt, past failures, and the opinions of others. They hold you back, keep you weak, and stop you from reaching your true potential. But understand this: the only prison that exists is the one in your mind, and the key to escape has always been in your hands. Fear is the strongest chain. It keeps people stuck in the same routines, afraid to take risks, afraid to fail. But tell me, what is fear? It is an illusion, a thought that exists only in your mind. It has no real power unless you allow it to control you. The moment you stop fearing failure, you become unstoppable. Because failure is not the end, it is a lesson, a step toward mastery. Another chain is self-doubt. Most people tell themselves, I am not good enough. I can't do this. What if I fail? But I ask you, who put these thoughts in your mind? Were you born doubting yourself? Number, you were taught to doubt. You were conditioned to believe in limits. But limits are not real. They only exist if you accept them. The moment you choose to believe in yourself, the chains of doubt begin to break. Many people are trapped by the opinions of others. They live for approval, for validation. They are afraid to be different, afraid to walk their own path. But listen, you do not need permission to be great. You do not need the world to approve of you. If you live by the opinions of others, you will always be their prisoner. The warrior walks his own path, regardless of who understands it. The past is another chain that holds people down. They replay their mistakes, their regrets, their failures, and let them define who they are. But tell me, does looking at the past change it? Number. Then why carry it? The past is a lesson, not a life sentence. Learn from it, but do not let it control you. What matters is what you do now, in this moment. This is where your power is. Breaking free from mental chains requires awareness. You must recognize the thoughts that weaken you, the beliefs that hold you back, and the fears that keep you stuck. Most people do not question these things. They accept them. But you must not. You must challenge every limitation. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me or hurting me? If it is holding you back, it must be destroyed. Freedom begins in the mind. The moment you decide that fear will not stop you, that doubt will not control you, that the past will not define you, that is the moment you become free. Do not wait for someone to save you. Do not wait for the perfect time. Break your own chains, free your mind, and watch as the world changes before your eyes. Your mind is like a wild horse. If left untrained, it will run in every direction, dragging you with it. Most people let their thoughts control them. They allow fear, anger, and doubt to take over. But a warrior does not let his mind wander freely. He commands it, directs it, and uses it as a tool. This is the art of thought control. Master your thoughts, and you master your life. Most people believe their thoughts are automatic, that they have no control over them. But this is false. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of them. Just because a negative thought enters your mind does not mean you must believe it. Just because fear whispers to you does not mean you must listen. You have the power to choose which thoughts stay and which thoughts go. Weak minds focus on problems. They dwell on the past. They worry about the future. They feed their doubts. But the strong mind focuses on solutions. It sees obstacles as challenges, failures as lessons, and setbacks as opportunities to grow. Control your focus, and you control your destiny. What you feed your mind will shape your reality. Imagine standing in a storm. The wind is strong, the rain is heavy, but you remain still, unshaken. This is the power of a trained mind. Chaos may surround you, but inside you are calm, in control. Most people react emotionally to everything. They are pushed and pulled by the world. But those who control their thoughts remain steady, no matter what happens. Your thoughts create your emotions. If you constantly think negative thoughts, you will feel weak, frustrated, and afraid. But if you replace them with powerful thoughts, you will feel strong, focused, and unshakable. Your mind is a battlefield. Win the battle of thoughts, and nothing will break you. Discipline is the key to thought control. You must train your mind like a warrior trains his body. Every time a weak thought enters, replace it with a strong one. Every time doubt creeps in, push it out with confidence. This is not easy. It requires daily practice. But over time, your mind will become sharp, focused, and impossible to break. A person who controls his thoughts does not get distracted by nonsense. He does not waste energy on meaningless arguments, gossip, or negativity. He moves with purpose. His mind is a weapon, his thoughts are precise, and his focus is deadly. This is the way of the warrior, the way of absolute mental control. Most people are controlled by their emotions. When they are angry, they lash out. When they are afraid, they run. When they are frustrated, they give up. But a warrior is different. He does not let emotions dictate his actions. He feels them, but he does not become them. This is emotional mastery, learning to control your emotions so that nothing can shake you. Emotions are like waves in the ocean. They rise, they crash, they pass. But the one who is unshakable stands firm, unmoved by the storm. Weak minds get carried away by every emotion. They react without thinking. They regret their actions later. But a strong mind remains steady. It does not allow emotions to take control. You must be the one in charge, not your emotions. Anger is the most dangerous emotion. It blinds you. It weakens your control. It forces you into mistakes. When you react in anger, you lose power. A warrior does not allow anger to rule him. He observes it, he understands it, and he channels it into strength. Controlled anger is power. Uncontrolled anger is destruction. Learn the difference. Fear is another emotion that weakens the mind. Most people let fear stop them from taking action. They hesitate, they overthink, they never move forward. But fear is only strong when you feed it. The moment you face it, it shrinks. The warrior acknowledges fear, but he does not submit to it. He moves forward despite it. That is true courage. Happiness and excitement are also emotions that must be mastered. Many people only feel strong when they are happy, but the moment life gets hard, they collapse. This is not real strength. True power comes from stability, from being able to handle any situation, whether good or bad, without losing yourself. Do not rely on emotions to feel powerful. Build power within yourself. The mind that is ruled by emotions is like a boat in a storm. It has no direction, no control, no stability. One moment it is up, the next it is down. But the warrior's mind is like a mountain, solid, steady, unmoved. He does not overreact, he does not lose control. He decides how to respond, no matter what he feels inside. This is the path of mastery. Most people do not train their emotions. They let them come and go without discipline. But emotional mastery is a skill. It must be trained daily. When you feel anger, pause. When you feel fear, breathe. When you feel overwhelmed, focus. Every time you take control of your emotions, you are sharpening your mind. This is how you become unshakable. One of the greatest tests of emotional mastery is dealing with other people. People will insult you, try to provoke you, try to break you. But if you react, they win. The moment someone can control your emotions, they own you. A true warrior does not give this power away. He stays calm, he remains in control, and he never lets anyone break his focus. Discipline is the foundation of emotional mastery. You cannot control emotions with willpower alone. You must train yourself daily. Meditate, reflect, and challenge your reactions. When life tests you, do not react immediately. Pause, breathe, and choose your response. Every moment is an opportunity to prove that you are in control. Pain and suffering are part of life. Most people allow them to destroy their peace. But the warrior sees pain as a teacher. He learns from it, he grows from it, and he never lets it break him. True strength is not avoiding pain. It is learning to endure it, to rise above it, and to transform it into wisdom. A mind that is unshakable does not seek comfort. It seeks mastery. Comfort makes you weak. Emotions make you vulnerable. But when you learn to control your emotions, you gain power over yourself and over life itself. This is the highest level of strength, not physical but mental and emotional. Emotional mastery is freedom, when nothing can shake you, when no insult, no failure, no challenge can break your focus. You become truly unstoppable. The world will test you, but if you have trained your mind, you will stand strong, calm, and unbreakable. This is what it means to be a true warrior. This is the path to mastery. Most people believe power comes from movement, from action. But I tell you, true power comes from stillness. A mind that is still is a mind that is in control. Most people cannot sit in silence. They fear it, they avoid it, they distract themselves. But the warrior embraces stillness, because in stillness, he finds clarity, focus, and mastery over himself. Stillness is not doing nothing. It is complete awareness. It is the ability to sit with your thoughts without being overwhelmed. It is the ability to observe life without rushing to react. A mind that is always moving cannot see clearly, but a mind that is still can understand everything. This is why awareness begins with stillness. Look at water. It is only when it is still that it becomes clear. The same is true for the mind. If your mind is restless, if it is filled with noise, with distractions, you will never see reality as it is. But when you quiet the mind, when you remove the noise, your vision becomes sharp. You begin to see things for what they truly are. Most people live their lives in reaction. They move from one thought to the next, from one emotion to another, without ever pausing. But the warrior moves differently. He does not react, he responds. He does not rush, he observes. He understands that awareness is the key to control, and stillness is the path to awareness. Stillness is not just silence, it is presence. It is being completely aware of the moment, without distraction, without judgment. Most people spend their time lost in thoughts about the past or worries about the future. But the warrior lives fully in the present, because the present is where all power exists. The present is where mastery begins. Training stillness is not easy. The mind will resist. It will try to escape, to seek distraction, to avoid facing itself. But the more you practice, the stronger you become. Sit in silence. Watch your thoughts. Observe your emotions. Do not fight them. Do not run from them. Just watch. And in time, you will see that you are not your thoughts. You are the master of them. A still mind is a sharp mind. It does not waste energy on meaningless thoughts, on unnecessary emotions. It remains calm, steady, focused. Imagine walking into any situation, no matter how chaotic, and remaining completely at peace. This is the power of stillness. It makes you unshakable, untouchable, unstoppable. Awareness is the highest level of mastery. It means seeing beyond the surface, understanding the truth behind every situation. Most people only see what is in front of them. But the warrior sees deeper. He notices the details. He reads the energy of the room. He understands things before they happen. This is not luck. It is trained awareness, developed through stillness. In combat, the fighter who panics loses. The one who remains still, who breathes, who observes, he is the one who wins. This is not just true in battle, but in life. The one who controls his mind, who is aware of his emotions, who does not act out of impulse. He holds the real power. This is the secret few will ever learn. If you are always busy, always moving, always thinking, you will never hear your inner voice. You will never know who you truly are. But when you learn to be still, when you learn to listen, everything changes. You begin to understand yourself, to trust yourself, to master yourself. And a person who has mastered himself cannot be controlled by anything. Most people search for peace in the world. They think happiness comes from money, from status, from success. But peace is not found outside. It is built within. And the way to build it is through stillness, through awareness, through mastering your own mind. When you have this, nothing outside of you can disturb you. The world is loud. People rush, they react, they are always in motion. But the warrior moves differently. He is still, he is aware, he watches, he listens, and when the time comes, he acts with precision and power. If you want to reach the highest level of mastery, train yourself in stillness. Train yourself in awareness, because the one who controls his mind controls everything. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant in it will grow. If you plant fear, doubt, and negativity, they will take over. But if you plant strength, discipline, and belief, you will become unstoppable. Most people do not realize that their subconscious mind is shaping their reality every single day. If you do not control what goes into it, someone else will. Your subconscious mind is always listening. It absorbs everything you see, everything you hear, everything you repeat to yourself. If you tell yourself, "I am not good enough," your mind will believe it. If you say, "I can't do this," your actions will reflect it. But if you train yourself to say, "I am powerful, I am disciplined, I am unstoppable," your mind will accept that as truth. Your thoughts create your reality. Most people live in mental programs they did not choose. They were told they are not smart enough, not strong enough, not capable enough, and they believed it. But let me tell you this, you were not born with limits. You were taught them. And just as you were programmed to believe in weakness, you can reprogram yourself to believe in strength. Reprogramming your subconscious mind starts with awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts. Are they helping you or holding you back? Most people repeat the same negative thoughts every day without realizing it. But a warrior observes his mind, he filters his thoughts, and he removes anything that does not serve him. You must do the same. The words you speak shape your subconscious. Every time you say, "I can't," you are strengthening weakness. Every time you say, "I am tired," you are reinforcing exhaustion. Instead, speak with power. Say, "I can, I will, I am strong." Your subconscious does not know the difference between truth and lies. It only believes what you tell it. Speak greatness into existence. Your subconscious mind works best with repetition. You cannot say something once and expect change. Just like training the body, the mind must be trained daily. Repeat your affirmations, visualize your success, reinforce your beliefs. Over time, these new thoughts will replace the old ones. You are reprogramming your mind for power. Visualization is another key. If you can see it in your mind, you can create it in your life. Picture yourself succeeding, winning, overcoming challenges. Feel the emotions of success before it happens. The mind does not know the difference between real and imagined experience. Use this to your advantage. See your future and make it real. Your environment also affects your subconscious. If you are surrounded by negativity, by people who doubt you, by distractions that weaken your focus, your mind will absorb that energy. Choose your surroundings wisely. Read powerful books, listen to strong words, surround yourself with people who push you forward. What you feed your mind is what it will become. Reprogramming your mind also means changing your habits. Your actions reinforce your beliefs. If you act with discipline, your mind will accept that you are disciplined. If you push yourself beyond limits, your mind will learn that you are strong. Do not wait to feel motivated. Act as if you are already the person you want to be, and your mind will follow. Your identity is built by your actions. Most people let life program them. They accept whatever beliefs they are given. They follow the patterns they were raised with. But you are different. You are conscious, aware, and in control. You can choose to rewrite the script. You can decide what to believe, how to think, and how to act. Your mind belongs to you. Do not let the world control it. Reprogramming takes time. Do not expect change overnight. But every day, every thought, every action is a step forward. If you commit to this process, if you stay disciplined in your mental training, one day you will wake up and realize you are no longer the same person. Your mind has transformed. You have become unstoppable. Understand this. Your subconscious mind is your greatest ally or your greatest enemy. If you train it with strength, it will make you powerful. If you leave it untrained, it will make you weak. The choice is yours. Reprogram your mind, remove all limits, and become the master of your own destiny. Because once your mind is trained, nothing can stop you. Pain is inevitable. In life, you will face loss, failure, and struggle. But most people see pain as suffering. They let it break them, weaken them, stop them from moving forward. A warrior, however, sees pain differently. He understands that pain is not the enemy, it is the teacher. Pain has one purpose: to make you stronger, to sharpen your mind, to forge your spirit into something unbreakable. Most people run from pain. They seek comfort, they avoid difficulty, they hide from struggle. But tell me, has comfort ever made anyone stronger? Has avoiding hardship ever built greatness? Number pain is the fire that forges strength. If you resist it, you remain weak. If you embrace it, you transform into something greater. Think of the body. If you lift no weights, if you push no limits, your muscles remain weak. But when you apply resistance, when you endure discomfort, your body grows stronger. The same is true for your mind. Every challenge, every hardship, every setback is a weight you must lift. The more pain you endure, the stronger you become. Failure is painful. It hurts to lose, to fall short, to struggle. But failure is not the end. It is the beginning. It is an opportunity to learn, to improve, to evolve. Weak minds break when they fail. Strong minds analyze, adjust, and come back stronger. Every failure is a lesson. Every setback is a setup for a greater comeback. Pain exposes your weaknesses. It shows you where you need to grow, where you need to become stronger. If something breaks you, it means you have not yet mastered it. Do not avoid the pain. Study it. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? Where do I need to improve? When you see pain as a lesson instead of a punishment, you gain control over it. Many people feel sorry for themselves when they suffer. They say, "Why me?" But a warrior asks, "What can I learn?" This is the difference between weakness and strength. The weak complain, the strong adapt. The weak give up, the strong push forward. Your pain can be fuel or a prison. It depends on how you use it. The mind that has never known struggle remains soft. It lacks discipline. It lacks resilience. It lacks the strength to endure life's challenges. But the mind that has faced pain, that has walked through fire, that has survived storms, that mind is unbreakable. Pain teaches you to endure, to rise, to become someone who cannot be defeated. Think of the greatest warriors, the greatest leaders, the greatest minds in history. Did they live easy lives? Number. They were tested, they faced hardship, they suffered defeats, but they turned their pain into wisdom, their struggle into strength. You must do the same. Do not let pain destroy you. Let it rebuild you into something greater. Your relationship with pain will determine your future. If you see it as an enemy, it will always hurt you. If you see it as a tool, it will always build you. Pain is just energy. Use it. Let it drive you. Let it motivate you. Let it make you unstoppable. Every time you feel pain, remind yourself, this is a test, and I will pass it. The strongest people are not those who avoid pain, but those who embrace it, learn from it, and grow because of it. A warrior does not fear pain. He welcomes it, because he knows that through suffering comes strength. Every hardship, every moment of struggle, every painful lesson is shaping you into something greater than you were before. Pain is the doorway to transformation. Most people only grow when they are forced to. They change only when life gives them no other option. But a warrior does not wait. He chooses to grow, to push himself beyond his limits, to seek out challenges that make him stronger. This is how you turn pain into power, by using it as fuel instead of running from it. Remember this: pain will come, struggle will happen, but you have a choice. You can let it break you, or you can let it forge you into something unbreakable. The fire that destroys one man is the same fire that hardens steel. Be the steel, be the warrior, and let every pain you face become the power that drives you forward. Discipline is the foundation of all greatness. Without it, talent is wasted. Strength fades. Ambition dies. Most people wait for motivation, but motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes like the wind. A warrior does not depend on motivation. He moves with discipline, whether he feels like it or not. This is what separates the weak from the unstoppable. Discipline is doing what must be done, even when you do not want to do it. When the body is tired, you keep going. When the mind is lazy, you push forward. The average man waits for the right time. The disciplined man makes every time the right time. Excuses destroy progress, but discipline builds an unshakable mind. Most people quit when things get difficult. They stop when they are uncomfortable. But discipline means pushing beyond your limits, breaking through the walls of doubt, and moving forward no matter what. Discipline does not ask how you feel. It commands you to act. It turns weakness into strength, hesitation into confidence, and failure into success. A disciplined mind is a free mind. It does not fall victim to distractions, temptations, or emotions. It does not waste time on nonsense. Instead, it is focused, sharp, and unshakable. Imagine waking up every day with purpose, with direction, with absolute control over your actions. This is the power of discipline. It gives you mastery over yourself. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is discipline. It is not talent, not luck, not intelligence. It is the ability to show up every day and do the work, regardless of circumstances. Champions are not made in comfort. They are made in discipline through relentless effort and unwavering commitment. Look at the strongest warriors, the greatest minds, the most successful people. Did they achieve greatness by being lazy, by giving up, by waiting for motivation? Number. They built habits, routines, and systems that forced them to succeed. Discipline is not about feeling ready. It is about being ready every single day. Discipline is a muscle. If you do not train it, it will remain weak. But the more you push yourself, the stronger it becomes. Wake up early, train when you don't feel like it. Study when you would rather relax. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you sharpen your willpower. Every action of discipline makes you stronger. A disciplined person does not rely on others for direction. He does not need someone to push him, to remind him, to tell him what to do. He is his own master. He moves with purpose, with control, with a relentless drive to be better every day. Discipline is not something you have, it is something you become. The world is full of distractions, full of temptations designed to weaken your mind. Most people fall into these traps, wasting their time, their potential, their lives. But the warrior does not fall. He is focused, determined, and disciplined. If you control your habits, you control your future. If you master discipline, you master life. There will be days when you do not feel like showing up, when your mind tells you to quit, when the world tries to break your will. But these are the moments that define you. These are the tests that separate the weak from the strong. A disciplined man does not negotiate with his excuses. He moves forward no matter what. Most people are slaves to their impulses. They eat what they crave. They do what is easy. They follow their emotions instead of their goals. But discipline is freedom. It frees you from weakness, from hesitation, from failure. A man who lives with discipline is a man who controls his own destiny. If you want to be unbreakable, you must live with unbreakable discipline. Not once in a while, not when it is convenient, every single day. The warrior does not rest in his pursuit of greatness. He sharpens his mind, his body, his soul through discipline. Because in the end, discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you are destined to become. The greatest battles are not fought with fists, they are fought in the mind. Most people are prisoners of their own thoughts, controlled by fear, doubt, and distraction. But you, if you have listened, if you have understood, now hold the key to something greater. Mental mastery is not given. It is earned. It is trained. It is sharpened, like a blade, every single day. You now know what few ever will. The power of the mind, the strength of focus, the discipline of control. But knowing is not enough. You must apply it. You must live it. Train your thoughts, sharpen your discipline, and refuse to be controlled by anything outside of you. The world will test you, but nothing will break you, because you are not just strong. You are unshakable. You are unstoppable. You are the master of your own mind. Now go and live as one.